Hello, lovely folks, and welcome along to lesson 93. The light and peace and joy abide in me. Before we jump into the lesson, we're just going to take a moment or two of quiet. And this is just to fully land, become completely present here so that we can take in this teaching. So I invite you to soften your gaze, connect in with your breath, and just notice that sensation of the breath coming in. Feel it coming in through your nostrils, coming all the way down into your tummy, and then following as it comes back up to be expelled through the mouth. Feeling cool as it comes in, and often feeling warmer as it comes out, having done its job of keeping you alive in this gorgeous moment in time. And staying in the here and now, we make our offering for the day. So we begin this day in gratitude, and we open our hearts and we surrender to love. We ask love to lead the way through the minutes and the hours of this new day. We welcome joy, fun, and abundant prosperity. We recognize that all encounters are wholesome and that all experiences can be met with an open heart that is anchored in the truth that we are one, we are love, and we are free. And so we release these words and we let it be. So lesson 93, the light and the joy and peace abide in me. And this lesson is all about recognizing that, all about being willing to recognize that this is your true nature. You think you are the home of evil, darkness, and sin. You think if anyone could see the truth about you, they would be repelled, recoiling from you as if from a poisonous snake. You think what is true about you, if what was true about you were revealed to you, you would be struck with horror so intense that you would rush to death by your own hand. Living on after seeing this might be impossible. So we have this belief that we're inherently bad or there's something wrong with us. And I know the language is very strong here, but it really drives home like how discontented most of us are about ourselves. And we keep certain things that we feel shameful about secret. And there's a really great expression, and it's that we're only as sick as our secrets. So we believe that we have all these things we're supposed to be ashamed about and feel guilty about and feel bad about. And this lesson is going to teach us the complete opposite of that. So these beliefs are so firmly fixed that it is difficult to help you see that they're based on nothing. That you have made mistakes is obvious, that you have sought salvation in strange ways, having been deceived, deceiving, and afraid of the foolish fantasies and savage dreams, and you've bowed down to idols made of dust. And all this is true by what you now believe. So we haven't placed our faith or our trust in love that is constant and consistently there. You know, we've placed our beliefs into something else. So today we question this, not from the point of view of what you think, but from a very different point of view from which such idle thoughts are meaningless. So we can't get there to this new place of knowing the light and the joy and the peace from where we are now. So we're going to get there from somewhere else. So we're going to recognize these thoughts are not according to God's will. God is pure love and we are one with that. So God does not share these weird beliefs with you. So God doesn't see us in darkness and in sin. God sees us as innocent. This is enough to prove they are wrong, so our false beliefs are wrong. But you do not perceive that this is so. So right now, this is where we are. Why would you not be overjoyed to be assured that all the evil that you think you did was never done, and that all your sins are nothing, and that you are as pure and holy as you were created, and that light and joy and peace abide in you? Your image of yourself cannot withstand the will of God. You think that this is death, but it is life. You think you are destroyed, but you are saved. The self you made is not the child of God. So the self we made is just this clay thing that can just fall apart as soon as we bring love to it. Therefore, this self does not exist at all. And anything it seems to do and think means nothing. So it's a false belief system and it means nothing. It is neither good nor bad. It is unreal and nothing more than that. It does not battle with the child of God. It does not hurt the child of God, nor attack its peace. The self you made has not changed creation, because in truth we are changeless, nor reduced eternal sinlessness to sin. And I love that bit. So no matter what you do, your eternal sinlessness will not be reduced or changed or transmuted or transformed into sin. And love will not be changed to hate. What power can this self you made possess when it would contradict the will of God? So the will of God is pure love. The will of God is for you to know your innocence and see your innocence. And we don't need to contradict that. Why would you contradict that? Your sinlessness is guaranteed by God. Over and over, this must be repeated until it is accepted. It is true. Your sinlessness is guaranteed by God. Nothing can touch it or change what God created as eternal. The self you made, that we made up, evil and full of sin, is meaningless. And you know, evil, I think I've said this to you before, is live turned backwards. So not living fully. That's what they mean by evil. So we've got this opportunity to live fully, remembering that we're innocent. So the way we've been living is meaningless. Your sinlessness is guaranteed by God, and light and joy and peace abide in you. And that light and joy and peace is just veiled by all these beliefs that we have, all this stuff that we made up about ourselves. We also made up stuff about other people as well. Salvation requires the acceptance of just one thought. You are as God created you, not what you made of yourself. And you know, whether you realize it or not, we reinforce these things all the time, these false beliefs about ourselves. And I know I had this habit of, I guess beating myself up, where I would say, like, I would hit my head literally with this part of my hand and go, oh my God, I'm so stupid. How could I be so stupid? And call myself stupid. I rarely say, oh my God, how come I'm so wonderful? How come I was created in your image and likeness? How come I'm so fantastic? So it's kind of getting curious about that. How come we don't celebrate our beauty and our truth? So you are and will forever be exactly as you were created. Light and joy and peace abide in you because God put them there. They're there. It is in our longer exercise periods today, which would be most profitable if done for the first 5 minutes of every waking hour. Begin by stating the truth about your creation. The light and joy and peace abide in me. My sinlessness is guaranteed by God. And then you're going to put away your foolish self-images and spend the rest of the practice period in trying to experience what God has given you in place of what you have decreed by yourself. And you know, like, we feed ourselves so much information as well. I'm just thinking of, You know, if you tell a child that they're bold, and if you repeatedly tell them they are bold, well, first of all, they're going to begin to really believe they are bold, and they're going to begin to act accordingly from that place. If you continually tell a child how wonderful they are, how amazing they are, and that they are the light of the world, then they're going to act from that place. And this is sort of what we do and how we've been mind trained. And if you stop for a while and listen to the self-talk that goes on, you'll realize that you're not feeding yourself with love. You're not focused on love. You're focused on the complete opposite, on lack. And again, you know, I'm going to be saying this again and again and again. Don't judge that, see it, and then choose something else. So we will continue. You are what God created you, or what you made. One self, capital S, is true and the other isn't there. Try to experience the unity of your one self. Try to appreciate its holiness and the love from which it was created. Try not to interfere with the self which God created as you. So let it be. Like, let it be the joy. Let it be the light. Try not to interfere with the self which God created as you by hiding its majesty behind the tiny idols of evil and sinfulness you have made to replace it. I love how that's worded, because you can just see the smallness of them and the insignificance of them. Let it come unto its own. Here you are, this is you, and light and joy and peace abide in you, because it is so. You may not be willing or even able to use the first 5 minutes of each hour for these exercises. Try, however, to do so when you can. At least remember to repeat these thoughts each hour. The light and joy, peace and abide in me. My sinlessness is guaranteed by God. Try then to devote at least a minute or so closing your eyes and realizing that this is a statement of the truth about you. And if a situation arises that seems to be disturbing, or quite quickly dispelling the illusion of fear by repeating these thoughts again. Should you be tempted to become angry with someone, tell them silently, the light and joy and peace abide in you, and your sinlessness is guaranteed by God. You can do much for the world's salvation today. You can do much today to bring you closer to the part in salvation that God has assigned to you. So remember, everything is an opportunity, like every situation that we find ourselves in, to recognize our light and our peace and our joy. And you can do much today to bring the conviction to your mind that the idea for the day is true indeed. So what I'd like to do is to haven this in, because it really helps us to get it right into our bones, you know, so that we really know this. So the invitation is to take your hands onto your shoulders. Sorry, I needed to adjust myself there. And just begin to stroke from shoulders down to elbows. And as you do, you're going to repeat, the light and joy and peace abide in me. My sinlessness is guaranteed by God. So here we go. The light and joy and peace abide in me. My sinlessness is guaranteed by God. The light and peace and joy abide in me. My sinlessness is guaranteed by God. The light and joy and peace abide in me. My sinlessness is guaranteed by God. The light and peace and joy abide in me. My sinlessness is guaranteed by God. The light and joy and peace abide in me. My sinlessness is guaranteed by God. And then just repeating light, peace, joy, light, peace, and joy, light, peace, and joy. I am light, I am peace, I am joy, and it is guaranteed by God. I am light, I am peace, I am joy, and this is guaranteed by God. I am light, I am peace, I am joy. These gifts abide in me. These gifts abide in me. Light and peace and joy. And take a deep breath in. Exhale and release. When you're ready, gently open your eyes. And just truly enjoy this practice today, using it at every opportunity that comes your way. Knowing your light, knowing your peace, knowing the joy that you are.